I'm Keith Mathis. On this video, I want to talk about why to take a live instructor-led virtual PMP boot camp. Now, many of you love face-to-face training, and of course, we all like that type of interaction, that closeness. But due to what's happening right now in our culture with all the virus and the epidemic that's taking place, many people are looking for other options, and the live instructor-led virtual PMP boot camp is one of those options. So what is a live instructor-led virtual course? Well, first off, it's a course that's delivered over the internet in a virtual manner through some type of program such as Zoom, and it's a high-definition technology to allow participants to see, hear, interact with live instructor in real time, like you see me right now, but at the same time, you're able to do it in real time and ask questions in real time. You participate in real course cases, situational studies, you give or receive feedback to development. Course material is delivered through PowerPoints, downloadable workbooks, cases, tests, situational studies. All of these are part of that instructor-led virtual course. But the biggest difference is that you have a live instructor who's taking you through this. Now, the differences between online, live, virtual, instructor-led type of training. So when we talk about online, online is a good resource to use, but normally it's video driven and supported with material. And so that means that if you have questions and you're wanting to ask a question about a concept that you don't understand, you don't have somebody live instantly to be able to talk with or to be able to ask that question. Online does not have a live instructor engaged with the participants throughout the entire course. You might have someone you can send an email to or you can call, but the problem is that you do not have someone that is engaged with that course instantly. Online cannot deviate because the videos are pre-made and they follow the course regardless of who's in attendance. So there's no deviation in order to spend extra time talking about a particular area that someone doesn't understand. Now, with live instructor-led, it uses an instructor who is visually seen on the screen in real time with the participants, just like you see here in the corner. And so what happens is that they teach the course material, but you have through a microphone or through text or through a chat, the ability to ask any type of question in real time and get a response to that in real time. Live instructor-led can answer questions or go deeper into explanations, content, demonstrations, just like you would do in face-to-face type of training or boot camps. Now, what's the benefits of using live instructor-led virtual delivery? Well, access to coursework from anywhere in the world, no travel expenses, you can ask questions and get immediate feedback, it's immersive training experience for better learning. Training can be videoed for those who miss a session or a portion of a session or who need to just kind of listen to it again and because the concepts are so new. Expertise at a very budgeted cost point. Knowledge retention from participants, and a combination of structure and freedom. So live instructor-led virtual allows you to have the freedom to study something anywhere in the world, but it also gives you the safety to where you're not worrying about a virus, you're not worrying about trying to be too close to people or distancing issues that we're having to deal with right now in many of our face-to-face courses. Now, what is a live virtual instructor-led course? Of course, what you're going to see is just like what you're seeing here right now, is that you're going to see a picture, not a picture, you're going to see a live face of your instructor. The PowerPoints are going to be here on the screen, and you're going to be able to interact with your instructor all the way through that. Now, what about success rates for participants who use live instructor-led virtual classes? Well, we've been tracking those as we do both of those. With live instructor-led, we do online and we also do the face-to-face. In certification classes such as the PMP, we find no difference in the passing and success rate. And sometimes people will say, well, I find that hard to believe. Remember, you've got a live instructor, and most of the time I'm the one that's going to be the one teaching the virtual course. And so you've got a live instructor who's online with you right then live, and you're being able to talk with them and interact with them. And so the material's the same as in a face-to-face. And so what happens is that you've got a situation to where these people are passing at the same rate as anyone else. Also, the passing rates are no different from face-to-face to instructor-led courses. Now, class interaction in live instructor-led virtual courses. You do still have good, strong interaction because you have a live instructor. Participants are treated with respect, You're not made to interact, and you're not made to be able to see your face if you don't want to. But of course, you can in those classes that we have if you'd like. Some organizations will use live instructor-led virtual courses, but will meet on site with the team in one room for the experience. So that means I'm still virtual. I'm still coming in looking just like we have right here on the screen, but there at the local organization, they have a screen set up and they have a projector set up and speakers set up to where as a group, they're meeting together. This is happening more and more across the country with many of our clients. So what happens, I'm training 10 or 12 people at your site, at your location, but I'm not there. I'm here training you live. So you're asking questions and you're interacting with each other face to face across from the table, but I'm at a distance from your group. Participant requirements for live instructor-led virtual courses. So if you are going to participate in a live instructor-led course, several things must happen. First off, you need to have an internet connection and a computer. Being able to do it on a tablet, being able to do it on a phone is not going to be as interactive as being able to use a computer. So you're going to find yourself wanting that computer as you go through, especially a PMP boot camp. You're going to sign into a link provided by me, and then that's going to connect you to a virtual classroom. And of course, we use the different programs, but we're using Zoom as one of those main programs. You need a speaker, a microphone, and of course, a headset will actually fit the bill for that to where you can hear us and be able to speak if you'd like. The group requirements, if using training with a group, there needs to be a projection equipment or a television and speakers so everybody can hear the presentation. So if you're doing it there around a boardroom table with a TV, you need to make sure you've got speakers so everybody can hear what's going on. What if someone misses a class? Excuse me. Sometimes people will miss an hour or something like that. You try desperately not to do that in the PMP because every hour, every minute in a PMP boot camp is needed in order to pass that test. But if in doing a live virtual class, the PMP certification requires someone to attend 100% up for completion. And so that means that you can't be trying to run a project on the side and attending the boot camp. Each presentation and all training can be videoed, but it's not because you're missing a class. It's so that you can rehear something that was taught previously, is the reason why people will use this. Videos of the training allow participants to refresh what they've learned in previous sessions, to hear it again, to see it again, because we'll do a visual of many of the presentation components. And then videos help those who missed a session catch up on a topic or topics. However, for the PMP certification, you've got to be here for all of it. You can't be missing all of these and be able to pass the test. It just doesn't seem to work that way. And then videos allow for repetition and learning. Once you hear it the second time, you think, for an example, I understand this. The example of this would be a forward and backward pass. Forward and backward pass is a concept that's not that hard, but if you've never heard it before, it's very clumsy to you to be able to calculate it and to be able to do a forward and backward pass on a critical path activity. But once you see it a time or two, and then if you watch the video a time or two, you kind of catch on to the rhythm of being able to reproduce that. Now, if you have any questions about using a live instructor-led virtual, we're prepared to do that with any of our programs, but the PMP Bootcamp is what we're talking about here. But we can do this with any of our programs to be able to allow people to be at a distance and in a safe environment. So if you have other questions, we'd love to talk with you. So you can call us at our 800 number, send me an email, or just check in on our website. So listen, have a good day, and I hope this has helped you a little bit. Bye now.